Virgos, welcome back. Good to see you. I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope everything is going well for you, whatever it is that you're doing and wherever you are. So this is your mid-January zodiac reading. We're going to take a look here and see what's going on, and we're going to read the terrain, see what is it that you need to know or what's coming into your life. So just sit back and relax, enjoy it, and we'll just take it here step by step for you. We'll start with tarot as we always do, and then we will move forward into some oracle bonus messages for you. Alrighty. Virgos. Let's see what we get. Spirit, show me the truth, nothing but the truth, only what I need to see. Thank you. Show me the truth, nothing but the truth, only what I need to see. Alrighty, so let's get started. So your first message you have here is Seven of Cups. Looks like this. Okay. Seven of Cups, I feel like when I look at this card and when I read this card for others, this is like the dreamy card. This is the card that you've got your head up in the clouds, you're really dreaming and thinking about what it is that you want, where you want to be, what do you want to happen in your life. This is the daydreaming card. This is about bringing your dreams to reality. Seven of Cups can also represent dealing with card of thoughts. Maybe you're thinking of a lot of your different, your good thoughts, bad thoughts. This could represent that maybe you've got a lot on your mind. And when I think of the Seven of Cups, it's also a card that can dictate that you're getting ready to have certain aspects of your life being manifested at this time. But just be careful about what it is that you're manifesting, because in this card it does show really wonderful things, but at the same time it shows some really crappy things as well. So we want to make sure that we're manifesting the right things, and how do you do that? You make sure that you're vibrating on the right frequency. What are you primarily thinking about? Are you pessimistic or are you optimistic, okay? So with that said, we've got Ace of Swords, Virgo. Ace of Swords looks like this. This is a positive omen type card. Ace of Swords dictates that there is going to be a new beginning. If I could talk. There's going to be a new beginning before you. Wow, that was the word I was trying to get out. Before. Who would have known that would have been so complicated? Ace of Swords is the new chapter. It is the new beginning. It ultimately is a card that represents and shares with us that you are getting ready to step and embark on an adventure that is going to be victorious. You got triumph and success here. Ace of Swords can dictate that you two hold the power, and there isn't going to be a lot that holds you back, but be careful. This is a double-edged sword, so make sure that you don't inflict yourself as well. Virgos, you guys are great. I think you guys overall do pretty well, but sometimes you guys get caught up in some very unnecessary external factors or people or drama, and as much as you don't want to get caught up in it, you do get caught up in it and then you feed it. So be careful with that. That's not all Virgos, but be careful. You guys are earth signs. You really need to stay grounded. You really need to stay in the moment and don't get distracted by all of the crap that's around you. So ultimately, I feel here is that this is letting us know that you are embarking a new journey, and I just keep being shown these flashes of light that keep coming at me. It's just these flashes of light, and it keeps showing like I don't know, I see like the spear or this arrow that's going through the light and it's hitting the mark. It's like it's the target that's finally hit the mark, or you guys hit the mark. I don't know if that means that you're achieving what it is that you've been looking to achieve, or I definitely get some kind of manifestation out of it. That's the vision I was shown with this card. But there's a lot of success here, and I feel like there's a lot of unlocked potential that's getting ready to happen, or a lot of things that you're unlocking that you're getting ready to discover about yourself that maybe you didn't realize before. So that's interesting. We also have the Star card here. This is dealing with an Aquarius. It is reversed. So typically this is the card of healing or regeneration, represents some aspect of your life is coming true with a wish, but because it's reversed, it could be indicating that maybe that wish is being placed on hold, or there is a delay with it. It's also being shown here that maybe you need to spend more time focusing on yourself, cleaning up that energy. Maybe it's a little mucked up, it needs to be restored. There's a lot of I guess garbage in the aura that needs to be cleared out. I feel like for you Virgos, because you're an earth sign, it's letting us know that you need to get grounded. You need to be stable, right? I do feel with the Star card, the wish will eventually come true, but it's not going to happen until you clear a point for it or you clear a roadway. It's almost like there's a road blockage. It needs to get cleared out before this can happen. So think about that. Think about what it is that you need to reevaluate or maybe get organized on. Four of Cups. Nice card. Four of Cups is a card that indicates the card of thinking. It's the card that you are thinking about things on an emotional level, things that matter to you, things that hold dear to your heart. Four of Cups, Virgo, could also be thinking about some love candidates, people that are interested in you, or maybe you're interested in them. Maybe you've got a couple people on the table that you're wondering, should I be with this person or should I be with this person? This one's good, but this one also has their pros, and this one has their pros, but you know, there's pros and cons to everybody, right? Four of Cups could also represent discontent, boredom in your emotional life. Maybe you're just not satisfied with what's happening right now in your love life, or what's going on, or what maybe you're just waiting for something of an emotional value to come to you. And a Seven of Cups is staring at me. Maybe that's what you're trying to manifest. Are you trying to manifest something on an emotional value to you? Whether that be love, whether that be that new car, something that means something to you, something that you're working hard towards, okay? Eight of Swords, reversed. Where you were once bound, where you were once constricted, you are now free. Nothing is holding you back anymore. You're able to move. This represents that if you're feeling stuck right now, or maybe you're feeling trapped, it's Eight of Swords represents that really you've only trapped yourself. There is nothing holding you back, nothing tying you down. This is literally you. There's not even anyone that literally your hands are cuffed, but they're not even locked. You could break out of it with no problem. So the Eight of Swords represents and shares with us that you're breaking out of this, or you're going to be breaking out of this. This is all dealing with the suit of the mind. This deals with fears. This deals with limited beliefs. This deals with holding yourself back. This deals with very petty things, very silly things that maybe you may think about that maybe you need to have a different perspective on, or need to change your thought process on. Sometimes we get stuck on a certain way of doing things, or we say that, you know, we're old school, we only do it this way, or we only do it that way, and in reality there's more than one way to handle something, or there's more than one way to solve, you know, a particular issue. One isn't necessarily more effective than the other, but it's telling us to have our minds open, be open-minded about what's coming in your life, is what I'm being told, what's getting ready to manifest. Just take it, you know, as is, be grateful for it, so that this can continue to keep happening. We don't want to stop the flow of what's coming in our lives, okay? We've got the Fool card reversed. Maybe we're not planned, maybe we're not organized, or maybe we're not ready for what's getting ready to come. The Fool represents spontaneous. It represents typically journeys, excitement, moving forward without fear. But maybe we're hesitant about moving forward. Maybe we're hesitant about what's to come. Maybe we're a little nervous about taking those steps forward for whatever reason. This is letting us know that we need to be get ourselves organized. We need to get prepared. We need to have a list, or get planned, get a plan going, so that we know that when we take these steps forward, we are ready, or we are ultimately, we're feeling secure in our decisions, okay? The Fool again represents new beginnings, new chapters. This is happening for you, but it's clearly on delay, given the Star card was also reversed and the Fool was reversed, your two major arcanas that you have in the spread. So there's a little bit of delay here. Looks like there's some inner work that needs to be done before we move forward. Not a bad thing. It's just telling you to stop, pause, breathe, reevaluate, refocus, cleanse yourself, then move forward. We've got a lot that we got to deal with, I feel, first before we can ultimately move on to the next thing. But you guys got a lot of good coming your way too, and a lot that's going to be happening. Alright, so let's get these bonus messages out for you. Let's see what we get. Gonna use some oracle messages. Spirit, what do we need to know for Virgo? Thank you. What's going on with them? I do feel a lot of energy in your Virgo, so don't get me wrong, there's a lot happening. There's going to be a lot that is going to be materializing and coming into your life. A lot of excitement, honestly. But what I'm seeing here is that before all this can happen, we've got to clear that roadblock, is what it really boils down to. Okay, that's all dealing with the internal. You have to, for your outside world to change, as you guys know, you've got to deal with the inside world first, which is hard. It's hard, but Just get it over and done with, and then once it's done, you'll be ready for these changes. Alrighty, so these bonus messages. Let's see what we get. This is going to be exciting. I like these cards because they tend to fit well and blend well with our readings, but they offer the reading into like a new color or a little bit of a new light. So let's see. Okay, your first message. You're getting the card Reach Out. Reach out. This message is a communication card. Okay, this represents that you could be rubbing shoulders with important people. This could represent building connections with people that could potentially get you into an opportunity. Usually it works out that way. Maybe you meet someone new, that lover, that date, that job, whatever the case may be. Reaching out, this is all about communication. Maybe you need to email, maybe you need to message, maybe there's something you need to say verbally, whatever the case may be. But taking that first step looks like it's pretty important for you guys, reaching out. Maybe someone is waiting for your response or waiting for you to say something. Maybe she's waiting for you to say something before, you know, before she says anything, or vice versa. Maybe he's waiting, okay? The card of Seek. This is the card of Seek. This is an interesting card. Let me get the book because this one has a very valued meaning to it. So when I look at the Seek card, that's card number 9. It's a card that represents for me new cycles, being patient, open perspectiveness, collective energy, getting ready for what's to come, really taking it seriously, doing the inner work, doing what you got to do, so that you can get that roadblock out of your way so you move forward. This card says here, quest, understand, retreat, solitude, introspection, and guidance. So this is all about telling us or sharing with us that we need to take some time alone, take some time to ourselves to really, I guess, to get organized, to be prepared. That kind of goes with that Fool card, so that ultimately you're not feeling dysfunctional or we're not feeling out of harmony, okay? Alright, sadness and isolation. Okay, coming out of sadness, maybe if you're not feeling so well, you're not feeling good emotionally, you're getting ready to come out of sadness or feeling those feelings of, you know, feeling isolated. Sorry, I cannot talk. But this is a card that indicates to us that you are trying to liberate yourself, you're trying to free yourself from these emotions, and you will. Maybe there's a lot on your mind or a lot on your heart. This is temporary. The storm will pass. Rebuild. Reconstruction, rebuilding your life, again, getting organized. This whole reading has been about getting focused, getting organized, getting prepared, handling things a whole different way than what you're used to. This is really about doing some serious internal changes for what's to come, because there are big things that are coming for you, but you are not ready until you handle these roadblocks, until you handle this, and it's coming. So make sure that you really do have that foundation that is needed so that you're prepared and you don't feel overwhelmed when the time does come, and it does come time for you to shine, okay? So this card means better days ahead, happiness in relationships, clarity where there was once conflict, where there was once doubt, confusion, there is now clarity. So this is a really nice message. Definitely things are, for sure, getting ready to light and brighten up your world, and they're going to be beautiful. Definitely better days ahead for you. Well, I hope this reading was helpful. I hope it gave you guys at least a little bit of insight into what's happening and what's going on, just to hopefully sort things out for you. That is, of course, going to do it for today's video, and if you enjoyed it, thank you so much, and of course, please consider leaving a like on it, as that really does help this channel out. Of course, if you guys are new around here, cross-watchers, feel free to subscribe so that you never miss out on a future upload. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.